Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Real Talk. I'm your host, Saeed Ali, spiritual consultant and real estate businessman. Remember, you can view us on Facebook at STV Real Talk and check us out on YouTube, Real Talk with Saeed. Now, ladies and gentlemen, remember yesterday when I talked about the OJT teacher going to school on her first day, and she was told to take off her hijab. Well, I have the video now, ladies and gentlemen, that the individual released. And hear what she have to say. After you have viewed the video, phone lines will be open. Let me hear what you have to say. And I will tell you what Sat Maharaj had to say after this clip. Director.
I went to my first day of my new job, and I was basically asked to leave because of my hijab. So I go into this office, so she introduces me to this lady, this other lady, I guess VP and a dean of some sort, and you know, they tell me, well, basically in a nutshell, that you know, I can't stay because I have on a hijab. So what does anybody do at that point? You know, I'm sitting there. It was in my mind that may have been an issue, but not an issue to the point of where they would tell me that I can't stay. So I'm sitting on there, and the person, she's talking to me, and she says, you know, it's not school rules, it's more of the board rules. Okay, this is a board school. It is a Hindu board school. It's a secondary school. I'm not going to call the name. You'll figure it out. So it's a Hindu secondary board school, right? Let's just leave it at that. So I go there, and she continues talking. She's like, you know, it's not that we don't allow Muslims in the school. She's like, there are a lot of Muslim girls in the school, and there's an all-female staff, and it's only girls in the school. And what she said? Yeah, is that she said you have an option if you like. Wait for the option. So you have an option if you like. You can come with the hijab, but during the day you can take it off before you enter the compound, and when you leave you put it back on. Let's wait. Am I to be Muslim via shift? I don't know. You tell me. Is this like a job? Is my hijab a job? You know, am I supposed to be Muslim 8 to 4, you know, 8 to 2:30? Am I Muslim? Does Allah, you know, give me a break there? I didn't say anything. I'm just listening.
Viewers of Real Talk, phone lines are open. 622-9785, 628-6093. That is madness. You know why I would say that? I am a Muslim. What about if I put on my topi and my Muslim wear, and I go to a Hindu school? Would they put me out? What about if I put on my full wear and I go to the bank? Would they put me out? Or would I go to the grocery? Would they put me out? So Sat Maharaj, I have a question for you. Is it wrong? Now I understand you do not appoint teachers. I am very certain about that. You do not appoint teachers. The Ministry of Education appoint teachers. And according to Anthony Garcia, teachers are allowed to dress properly to go to their schools. So is it a problem with a Muslim teacher teaching in a Hindu school? I want to ask the Hindus that. Because this is a big controversy. She was appointed by the ministry as an OJT to the school. And that is what you have to say? The ministry appoint her. Now some of all might get vexed, you know. All might say, oh, because Saidis are Muslim, he picking up. But you're dividing religion. That is what you're doing. And for a leader of a religious sector, you don't divide religion. If you had to talk like that, go India and live full time. That's what Said have to tell you. Go India and live full time. This is a school. You have Hindus, you have Christians, you have Muslims, you have Baptists attending to the school. Caller, good night.
And a very good evening to you, Mr. Said.
Good afternoon, sir.
And this topic is very disturbing to me as a non-Muslim. I am very upset about this. I am very upset about the Mahasabha. And the Hindus, the so-called Hindus, have to stop towing the line for that. And I want to tell you something. God forbid, Mr. Maharaj get a severe heart attack and have to end up in the hospital.
Yeah.
And these two female doctors who is qualified to handle this come with a hijab. What you going to tell them? Take out the hijab? Huh? When you go to the hospital and you have to get blood, you know now when you have carded for surgery, they tell you 5 pints of blood and whatnot.
Yes.
What you're going to tell them when you're doing the declaration?
You want Hindu blood? He go want Hindu blood.
Sienna, I hope on the national news this evening, the Attorney General said that, well, the Minister of Education was speaking through the AG, what the AG said, that this has far-reaching implications and consequences. And I want them to take the Mahasabha board and start the test. And I would be one of the first people who is going to volunteer financially to that girl legal fund. Have a good evening.
Thank you, sir. Sat Maharaj, you have to be a madman. You don't divide religion. You don't divide religion. We had the Hindu credit union. What happened with the Hindu credit union? What happened to it? Caller, good night.
Hello. Hello.
Good night, sir.
Good night. Do you know I run a Queen show in Mahasabha grounds in 1980?
Go ahead, make your contribution.
Yes, I run a Queen show, Miss Issa George, Karaval Queen, and Barisat Mara. This show Akbar Khan. Go ahead and do it. In 1980 and 81. I had a Queen show, at the Mahasabha show, school right there. I produced a show there. So we should stop talking about this nonsense that they're behaving with.
Really?
I'm very disappointed in Sat Maharaj. In fact, I never had no respect for him in any way.
Thank you, sir. The girl came out with a post and it's gone viral. Viral. I am definitely sure the religious Hindu people, I am sure they are shocked right now. Caller, good night.
Yes, Mr. Sai, good night.
Good night, sir.
Partner, I don't be agreed with you 100% on everything you said thus far, but let me tell you something, there are rules and protocol.
Caller, you see when you start with them thing, this is a school. This is a school. Banks have rule, groceries have rule, and what has happened? Anybody just take it on? As the bank charge a little 10 cents extra or 25 cents extra for paper, all you're complaining. They have rules too. But this is a school. Children going to learn. And the ministry financing it. That is what I understand. Caller, good night.
Yes, good night, Mr. Syed.
Good night, sir.
Please allow me to make my contribution, sir. Thank you very much. I
Go
want
ahead.
to be open on this forum. Very interesting topic. If you're going in a pub or a bar, you have a dress code, right? You think a man can walk in as drunk. I try as a Hindu, but I just follow Sai Baba. We sing Qasidas. We give the Muslim people the utmost highest respect. And I respect you because we accept Islam in our Sai Center. I'm a Sai devotee, right?
Yes.
But There are rules and regulations wherever you go, right? My daughter was never accepted in TML in San Fernando because she's a Hindu, right? We have to understand that we must respect one another way of life and one another religion and one another clothes. We must accept these things, right? Last time I tried to call you concerning your belt, right? I know you're a Muslim. This is the month of fasting, and I respect you very highly for that because my side devotee brother and sisters fasting also. All I wanted to tell you that woman will tell you about your belt. When she children dead, you just hear them bawling like when you're killing hog. Now you wouldn't know how hog is ball because you don't be around them thing, right? So this girl, all we have to simply say, right? Put her in a school. There are so many Muslim schools around. Put her in a school where she could wear her hijab. But this is the people rules and regulations of the school. We must accept what they are. Remember, you go to a Hindu school because it's Hindu things they teach there. This is the board. And listen, there is a judgment concerning that already, you know. This is why Satmaraj saying, big and bold, take me to court because there's a judgment with board schools and these kind of things. And the judge ruled that these schools are to teach according to its religion. That is why the Mahasabha make it schools. There was a time when somebody put down a jandi in a government school, and the principal, for Diwali, the principal make them cut it down and throw it away. It's a government school. Now, if that girl goes to a government school and they do her that, I could understand the Attorney General. I could understand the Minister of Education. And as a result of OJT send them there, the school don't get paid to teach OJTs. They get paid to teach children. And at the same time, there is a judgment passed on these same issues already. So she going to law simple, just go back to the OJT office. My daughter working OJT right now, she has a degree. She can't get a job, right? She's working OJT at the moment. And tell the OJT people, I'm not comfortable there. Would you kindly put me in a place that I am comfortable? And the talk done, right? You can't go in and address and you know, with any other way, you know, that is disrespecting the people, the school, and the religion. And we wouldn't want to do that to one another, Mr. Said. I love your program. I just see her every day. I could come by. My Muslim friends invite me for Eid. I respect them very highly because God is powerful. He's known by many names. So let us respect one another, what they wear and what they're about, and the country will be good. Thank you.
Call me tomorrow, caller, and give me your daughter's name. And I, Said, will investigate that matter concerning the TML and your daughter being turned away. I will do that. Now listen this. That wasn't the school rules, you know. Don't wear no hijab, you know. That wasn't the school rule, you know. That was the board rules. Because if you listen to the video clip very carefully, you would hear it. That is the board rules. And as long as the Ministry of Education financing a school, you go with the education rules, not the board rules. Understand that clearly, viewers of Real Talk. There is a difference. Because the ministry is funding the school. And Satmaraj is dividing religion. I say it on national television. He had no right, or the board had no right, to come out and say, take off your hijab. Caller, good night. Caller? He had no right to say that.
Good night, Mr. Ali.
Good night, sir.
Yes, people who know Satmaraj, we class Satmaraj as one of the most racial men in the world. If you watch on his forehead, you will see RM, racial man. What he forehead, you will clearly see is the most racial man in the world. Thank you very much.
Thank you, caller. I remember the time he was kicking against the age bracket. I wonder if a 50-year-old man or a 60-year-old man married his 12-year-old daughter What you going to say about that? What you going to say about that? Would you allow that, Satmaraj? Your board said it is the board rules. The ministry funding the school, but you want to tell me about the board rules? No. No, don't come with that. That is total madness. That is madness. Now I can tell you this, if a Hindu woman apply for a school teaching work as an OJT, and the ministry sent her to an Islamic school, she is welcome. She is welcome. So you cannot tell me about take off your hijab. Viewers, we are going for a break, but we will continue this discussion on the other side of this break.
Can't dirty like we, no! Dirty behavior. Dirty behavior, dirty behavior. Hey, hey, hey. Dirty behavior, dirty behavior. Whoa. Dirty behavior. Dirty behavior. Can't dirty like we, no! Sharp in the evening, no flags in this fete, we will merge as one. Sharp in the morning, we start the vibe, same time we shut it down. Bucket of mud up in the air, up there. We coming down, we coming strong, band of the air. Oh, yeah.
At Green Dot, we're providing solutions for you. And to thank you for your loyalty, we're offering you $50 off when you refer a friend to any of our services. That's right, you get $50 off your bill for every referral you make. The more you refer, the more you receive. To find out more, call 224-GDOT or visit gd.tt today. Green Dot, improving and simplifying lives. Conditions apply.
Come and experience the mighty power of Jesus Christ, which can transform your life at Christ Our Banner Ministries, number 7 Chatu Avenue, Faizabad, with Reverend Dr. Deoraj Mahadeo and Deborah Mahadeo. Weekly meetings, worship service 10 a.m. every Sunday. There's also Sunday school and new believer classes from 9 a.m. Bible study and prayer meetings from Mondays at 7 p.m. Deliverance service Wednesday 7 p.m. and Bible school every Friday from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. All free of charge. He is the God of the impossible who loves you and desires to save you and do mighty things for you. So come and experience God's mighty anointing, which is able to break every yoke in your life at Christ Our Banner Ministries, number 7 Chatu Avenue, Faizabad. For prayer and counseling, call anytime. Telephone numbers 770-1044, 225-6487, 346-6566, 784-7596, or email dmahadeo@hotmail.com.
Team members! What is your profession?
That is famous food, sir!
And what is your mission?
To let TNT know about famous snack box, sir!
What does it entail?
2 pieces and 1 side, sir!
2 pieces and a side?
Yes, sir!
Royal! What is the cost?
$25, sir!
Speak up!
$25, sir!
Yes, try our famous snack pack 2 pieces and a side for only $25 at our various locations: Sangre Grande, Andres Street and Foster Road, Valencia, Arima, Tunapuna, San Juan, Gulf City, Princestown, Faizabad, Rio Claro, and Mayaro. Daryl's Famous Foods, formerly Japs Fried Chicken. Your taste of the Caribbean.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Real Talk. Welcome back. Businessmen, if you would like to advertise on Real Talk, contact me. My numbers are on screen. I can make things happen for you. 770-1044-225-6487, 346-6566, 784-7596, or email dmahadeo@hotmail.com. screen. I can make things happen for you. My numbers are on screen. I can make things happen for you. 770-1044-225-6487, 346-6566, 784-7596, or email dmahadeo@hotmail.com.
I can make things happen for you.
Continuing on this topic, Sat Maharaj, racially dividing. This is madness. Leader, and talking like this. You cannot, no part of the world, you should be doing things like this. This is causing envy and jealousy. This is where stirring up a religious war, and you don't do them things for a religious man. I am shocked at you coming out and making a statement like that. I am shocked. You're supposed to set a better example as a Hindu religious leader. You're running a TV station. What is the world going to say about you now? I wonder what your friends in India are saying about you now. This is madness. This is real madness. Hey, Dean Phillips in Miami. Good night to you, sir.
Good night.
Caller, go ahead, make your contribution.
Yes, I'm making my contribution. I went to the Muslim Credit Union, and they tell me I have to be a Muslim to be a member. So you better check your stories good.
Caller, save your 50 cents. Save your 50 cents. We are talking about a credit union. We talk about an individual, a human being, going to a school and the board of the school turning her down. All they had Hindu credit union, where it went? Where it went? Call now and say something. Now you can make a proper contribution with the 50 cents you have now. Make your contribution with your 50 cents about the Hindu credit union. You want to talk? Boy. Caller, good night.
Good night, Sai.
Make your contribution, sir.
Yeah. Just like politics, race, and religion, there would have no conclusion to this debate here, because one side will say one thing, the other side will say another thing, and we keep on going on, going on. If there is a matter, I think it should be adjudicated in the court and settled. It has been done before, and in a similar situation like this, the person who feel that there was being treated unfairly lose the issue. Now, that settled there. The situation here now, people criticizing Sat Maharaj, right? Now, I have no follower, no kind of religious beliefs and all this kind of thing. But let me tell you something. Sat Maharaj is the only leader of an organization in Trinidad and Tobago that stood firm in his belief and led his organization the way that how he felt to lead it. He took all the criticism, all the bashing, everything that people have to say about him, he's taken it. But he still stands firm. And his organization is the only organization that shows great prosperity in the direction that he has led his organization. That is the Sanatana Dharma Mahasabha. So all the people complaining and talking and as it nonsense, calling them racism and all kind of things. Watch all the other people who pretend to be leaders. They always fall to the whims and fancies of politicians, financiers, and they always change their direction to suit people. Sat Maharaj is one person, never ever did that. All the racist talk that is called him and thing, he always stand firm, he come out, he defend his organization, and it prosper. And concerning this board thing and government, now the government funds Diwali, they fund Eid, they fund Christmas organization.
No, I talk about funding the school. That's what I'm talking about.
But the same government is the one that funds the school, funds the thing. So, right. So you would like to say now that, okay, if the government funding the Diwali Nagar site, should it be that the Nagar is supposed to say now that how anybody could come into the Nagar and have 2 days for Islamic worship, a day for Christian worship because the government funding them. It is for Hindu religious beliefs and Hindu organization. One day they can say, all right, we're cooking meat to support the Muslim people, and next week we cook it. So the government funds the school, yes, but the board runs the school with their beliefs and their practice, and people have to understand that the teaching goes from top to bottom. So if a Muslim child attends the school, a Christian child attends the school, they have to accept the teaching that comes from on top, which is the Hindu teaching, down to the children, not from underneath that anybody could come and when they're having their religious prayers and things, you do what you want, that do what you want. The girl went in there. She, as a teacher, a trainee teacher, would be forced against her will to teach the children them the beliefs of the school, and she should accept that and done this nonsense and all this nonsense with people calling and talking as that rubbish. They would never have any results to that, and it will be going on, but people have to be a little practical and sensitive.
Stay on the line, call. I have a question for you.
Yeah.
If that was your daughter, forget the race.
Right.
Forget the Indian, forget the Negro, forget the African.
Right.
If that was your daughter that attended to that school with the permission of the board on the Ministry of Education, OJT sent her to that school and she was turned down, what would you do? I'll listen to you. I give you your time on air.
Right. I would find out what is the issue, and if she goes in there as a Muslim with her headscarf and thing, and that was the requirement of the school, I would ask her to go back to the government OGT center and ask them that so and so is the situation, please relocate me to another school. Simple and straightforward.
I understand what you're saying.
You understand that?
I understand what you're saying.
All right, sir. Have a good night.
Welcome, Salam. Now, you have to understand, it's a school. It's not a private hospital you're running. It's not a private grocery you're running. It's not a taxi service you're running. The government sent that individual to that school. You think they didn't know she was a Muslim? You think they didn't know was a Hindu school they're sending her? This is for the public to understand. The Ministry of Education knew that. They knew that. So if the ministry could send her there, why it is the board of the school turn her down? Why? But when Diwali come, listen this, when Diwali come, you want funding from the government for Diwali programs. I have nothing against that. I don't have nothing against they asking for funding. So why it is when they send an OJT to the school, you're telling the OJT, take off their hijab. What are you doing that for? And when you ain't get funding to keep your program, you're bashing the government. What are you doing that for? Talk to me. I'm asking a direct question to the board of the Mahasabha. That's a direct question to all you. Don't start a race thing. Caller, good night. Caller?
Hello?
Good night, sir.
Yeah, good night. Listen, I am listening to you on television, right? And the thing is that if the Hindu board terms and conditions that they would have go into this partnership or whatever it is with the Ministry of Education, they would have already had that agreement. I am assuming that there had to be some level of agreement or discussion that took place, and that's why the Mahasabha board has a position. I don't think it's just going to be an open situation where somebody could just go in there. So my belief is that there are terms and conditions, which is really rules and regulations, that guides how the board will work together with the Ministry of Education, and of course they will place the funding. And therefore, if that right of them to run the board, run the school how they want, is there as a rule, then we have to abide by what rule was placed there. If we find that that rule is wrong, then we could probably fight the fact that it is wrong. But at the end of the day, if there's an existing rule, we must respect the people rule, full stop.
Thank you, caller. We have another call. Caller, good night. Caller, good night. Caller, are you there? Director, run back this clip. Apparently, these callers, they're missing the point.
I
run back the clip before we go to the break.
To my first day of my new job, and I was basically asked to leave because of my hijab. So I go into this office, so she introduces me to this lady, this other lady, I guess VP and a dean of some sort, and you know, they tell me, well, basically in a nutshell, that you know, I can't stay because I have on a hijab. So what does anybody do at that point? You know, I'm sitting there. It was in my mind that may have been an issue, but not an issue to the point of where they were telling me that I can't stay. So I'm sitting on there, and the person, she's talking to me, and she says, you know, it's not school rules, it's more of the board rules. Okay, this is a board school. It is a Hindu board school. It's a secondary school. I'm not going to call the name, you'll figure it out. So it's a Hindu secondary board school, right? Let's just leave it at that. So I go there, and she continues talking. She's like, you know, it's not that we don't allow Muslims in the school. She's like, there are a lot of Muslim girls in the school, and there's all female staff, and it's only girls in the school. And what she said? Yeah, is that she said you have an option if you like. Wait for the option. So you have an option if you like. You can come with the hijab, but during the day you can take it off before you enter the compound, and when you leave you put it back on.
You have the break? Viewers, we are going for a break, and when we come back we will continue this discussion because it is hot. And this is really hot.
Next Generation Limited. Next Gen, the Everything Store Limited. Your original one-stop school shop. Your #1 choice for the widest variety of top quality stationery, school books and bags, school shoes and socks, and ready-made uniform. Next Gen, the Everything Store Limited is also authorized retailers for a wide range of top brand name products. They're also the home for Sebastian school shirts and pants. Quality you can depend on for generations. And nobody, I mean nobody beats their prices. The Next Generation Limited. Next Gen, the Everything Store Limited, with 2 locations to serve you. #1 Tabaquite Road, Rio Claro. Telephone 644-BOOK. That's 644-2665. And #3 Guaguari Road, Mayaro. Phone 630-BOOK or 630-2665. The Next Generation Limited. Next Gen, the Everything Store Limited. Ready to serve you because you are an exceptional customer that deserves exceptional quality, price, and service. It's $10 Mania at Passad Food King all locations. From April 24 to May 24, the $10 specials are unstoppable. Carnation evaporated milk, 250 ml, 2 for $10. Era condensed milk, 2 for $10. Fine choice chicken breast, $10 per pack. 25 feet foil, 2 for $10. Garlic, 2 pounds for $10. Golden brand butter, 2 for $10. Ibis flour, 2 kilograms, $10. Istama coconut milk powder, 3 for $10. Mabel Morbi, 750 ml, $10. Mabel ketchup, 2 for $10. Milano macaroni, 400 grams, 3 for $10. MP baked beans 2 for $10. MP red beans 2 for $10. Onions 6 pounds for $10. Potatoes 7 pounds for $10. Rainbow peas and carrots 2 for $10. Soap 135 grams 3 for $10. Swiss ketchup 2 for $10. Swiss macaroni 400 grams 3 for $10. And toilet paper 12 pack $10. Facade the Food King, Mayaro, Rio Claro, New Grant, 2 locations in Princestown and Point Fortin. Always with best quality, competitive prices, and the service that is second to none.
Love has this unique power to bring us together.
Remember the songs used to make you rock away.
There is no stronger force on earth than love.
She's royal. Yeah.
Most forces endeavor to drive us apart.
We see your blessing every day, your children.
The fifth coming of redemption. The concert.
Saturday, June 2nd. Live from Jamaica. There is Hammond.
Willing to a reggae song. Feel good.
And for the first time in redemption, Taurus Riley.
Jack Yor.
Anytime you need a lover, call on me. I'll be waiting.
And Mikey Spice. Mikey Spice. Powered by
White Oak Rum,
Blue Waters,
Monster Energy Drink, Guinness Made of More,
T. Gura and Company Limited, NLCB,
Mitsubishi Motors,
California Stucco Limited, Johnny Walker,
Racetrack Wheels,
Hennessy,
and Ricky Ragunanan Group of Companies.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, Satmaraj is asking the Ministry of Education now, why are you sending OJTs to secondary school? Are you think this man for real? Are you think this man for real? Feel free to call in and voice your concern and opinion. Makila Pandey. Apparently she has been backed by people in order to come out with this new party. And for the callers who are saying that she should not come with a new party and saying it is a Basdeo Pandey party, let me inform you. Basdeo Pandey started the UNC. He came out of the UNC. His daughter have decided to start a new party on her own. Even Mr. Pandey himself said that is her party. That is his daughter. If he wants to advise her, that is his thing. All fathers will advise their children. He may not be in the party, but an advisor to her party. So understand very carefully, people, when you're calling to make your comments concerning that. We have a call? Caller, good night. Caller? Caller, you there? Good night, caller.
Hello, good night.
Good night, sir.
Yes, I like on the program. Yeah. Yes, sir. I would say about this hijab thing, that is totally well wrong. Because why they don't go to school, the teachers, they don't go in a sari, and the men in a dhoti to teach. What is wrong with an hijab? That is so if I dress with a shoulder pads as a Christian, right? Why they permit a Christian then? They would accept me as a Christian and not a Muslim with what? That is my outfit. Right? I went to school with that. I go to school to teach with that outfit. They should wear dhoti. The teachers, they should wear dhoti, and the women should wear sari. Right? And that was damn well wrong to do the Muslim girl that. I have no conflict with no religion, but I follow no religion. Right?
Thank you for your contribution. See, this is the thing. You have to understand that. It's a school. She's on OJT. Why should he have a problem with that? Now I'm going to say something, you know, and I'm not going to be offended. But listen this. A Muslim is dressed proper. How do the women dress when they go to temple? That's all I had to say. That is all I have to say. How do they dress to go temple? That's all I have to say. But you're cooking against you where in the school. And you're going to take it further. That's for you, the Hindu board of the school, to understand that. Think about that. Think about that. Caller, good night. Caller, good night.
Hello, good night.
Good night, my dear.
Yes, Mr. Sahid.
Make your contribution, my dear.
What I want to tell you is don't let these illiterate people that calling you make your blood pressure go up. Okay?
They can't get my blood pressure to go up.
Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam. They can't get my blood pressure to go up. It takes more than them. If spirit don't send it up, you think human will send it up? No. Vendors. Apparently, the police in some areas are determined to get vendors off the roadside. We have a call? Caller, good night.
Good night.
Good night, sir.
This is Real TV?
This is Real Talk. Make a contribution, sir.
Real Talk?
Yes, sir.
Let me tell you something. I listened to everybody talking tonight, but all they're playing in the hands of the government, because that is what they want. They want the Hindu and the Muslim to fight, and all they're seeing that.
This is,
right?
as again,
understand what's going on.
It's not about fighting, you know. This what Satmaraj want to cause is a religious war. And I'm not for no religious war. I'm not for no religious war. Is our point. If the ministry send the girl, you think they didn't know she was a Muslim? You think they didn't know that? Caller, good night.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Am I on to Real Talk?
This is Real Talk. Make your contribution. You're live on air. Caller, you there?
Yeah.
Make your contribution.
What I would like to say is that the 1970 Concordat agreement between the government taking over all the schools
Go ahead.
In that agreement, all religious schools had agreed that government would be in charge.
Yes? Continue, I'm listening.
In terms of financing and having full authority.
Yes?
And mandate of a universal education.
Yes? Go ahead, I'm listening. And you're quite right. You are quite right.
Also, the religious bodies have the authority in the agreement to continue with their beliefs, religion.
He there?
And culture and also educational standard.
You there? Caller, good night.
Hello, good night.
Good night, my dear.
Good night.
Go ahead, make your contribution, my
Yes.
dear.
I look at it in this way. She's a Muslim. Hear me out, eh? She's a Muslim, and the school is a Hindu school. Okay. Here how I look at it. I am a Christian. I'm neither Hindu nor Muslim. But I look at it, that is the will of God working there. did you ever stop to think that that is the will of God? Let me tell you something. Yes, because if she was accepted, they will want her to teach the Hindu teachings. And you as a Muslim can at one point in time teach Hindu beliefs and concepts, and then you believe in the Muslim teaching, the Muslim concept. Understand me? So that is the will of God. I look at it in that way. So I said, thank God for that young lady, that she should get now work in a Muslim school where she could work and carry on her beliefs and concepts, and nobody will have a problem. Okay? Because God don't want you 1 minute teaching the Muslim way and 1 minute you're teaching Hindu way. Okay? Thanks.
Now listen this, caller. Listen this. Sometimes I have to listen some earlier and tell her about the foolish comment all of this be making. You know why? She knows she was a Muslim. The ministry knows she's a Muslim. The ministry knows she was sending that girl to a Hindu school. And she knows as a Muslim, going into a Hindu school, she did not have a problem with it. So that is for you, caller, who called just now. That is for you. She did not have a problem with it. You know why? She wants to teach. That is why she didn't have a problem with it. So don't put religion. Don't put religion. Religion don't write paper. Get that? Religion don't write paper. Religion don't get work. Human being get work. Not religion. So these for all you who call in, I want to make foolish comment, think twice, because I'll put it all in another place. I will put all in another place. Back to the roadside vendors. Police wants to move them from making an honest dollar on the roadside. We have a call. Caller, good night. We have a break to go for, guys?
Mr. Ali, good afternoon to you.
Good night, sir.
Good evening to you. What I want to try to make you understand right now is that is a conduct where you have to have a conduct of where in the Hindu school, likewise the Muslim school, likewise the Christian school. This is a conduct of where they have a conduct of wearing clothes. They will see a sari woman in a Muslim school or in a government school. You will see that. You see that have a conduct of where. It's not the Muslim woman or anything.
Like I said just now, when I call it to make a comment, be real. We're looking at an individual. We ain't looking at a religious sector. We're looking at an individual. That's what we're looking at. That is the point. That is the point. This is the people program where your voice and where your concern is heard by Saeed. Don't tell me about religion. Not where work come in. No. You're being biased right there. And I ain't afraid to tell you that. So listen this. Callers, viewers of Real Talk, listen this. He's a Hindu. So a Christian cannot go by him and ask for a donation then. Think about that. Religion asking for donation is the individual. It's the individual. Caller, good night.
Think about that. Religion asking for donation is the individual. Hello? It's the individual. Caller, good night. Good night.
Good night, sir. Caller, are you there? Caller?
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Good night.
Good night, sir. Are you there?
Concerning the vendors have a right to take an attorney to defend them because they have entered into a verbal or agreement with the government and the government has been taking the fees or the money for them to sell on that spot that they demarcate for them. And they cannot just throw them out like that because that is their living, their livelihood.
Supposing the government decide now not to fund or not to pay the board
They will have
now,
to make...
what's going to happen to the teachers? Good question. Viewers, we are going for a break, and on the other side of this break, there are more real talk. So stay tuned after the break.
Watch, boy, that phone really fall there, boy.
Yeah, on your hand, now tell you by the temper glass.
Which part again now, boy?
You can get up by Tactical Enterprises.
Take me there now, boy.
There we go.
For the best in cell phone accessories, check Tactical Enterprise. At Tactical, you get red carpet service and competitive wholesale prices on cell phone cases, OtterBox, armored speaker, tempered glass, pop sockets, memory cards, Apple and Samsung chargers, batteries, LED bulbs. Let's talk phones. J2 Prime, J2 Pro, J5 Pro, J7 Prime, S8, S8 Plus, S9, and S9 Plus. Tactical Enterprise, located at Ramgooly Trace North, Montplaisy Road, Canupia. Give them a call, 716-2900. Tactical Enterprise, where style meets technology.
Ah, boy, you got you. Yeah, boy. I got a brand new phone, brand new case, brand new temper glass. Tactical Enterprise have it nice.
This is the Regal range of baking and cooking products. Regal became a household name in the 1960s with icing sugar, which still is the market leader more than a half of a century later, expanding to custard powder, baking powder, cornmeal, popcorn, rolled and quick oats, peas and beans. Regal continues to make cooking and baking more fun for everyone. With the #1 roti mix in the nation, we continue to expand our product range to meet consumers' needs. Regal products for superb flavor, excellent quality and affordable prices. Available at all leading supermarkets across Trinidad and Tobago and the Caribbean.
Come and experience the mighty power of Jesus Christ, which can transform your life at Christ Our Banner Ministries, #7 Chatu Avenue, Faizabad, with Reverend Dr. Deoraj Mahadeo and Deborah Mahadeo. Weekly meetings, worship service 10 a.m. every Sunday. There's also Sunday school and new believer classes from 9 a.m. Bible study and prayer meetings from Mondays at 7 p.m. Deliverance service Wednesdays 7 p.m. and Bible school every Friday from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. All free of charge. He is the God of the impossible who loves you and desires to save you and do mighty things for you. So come and experience God's mighty anointing, which is able to break every yoke in your life at Christ Our Banner Ministries, #7 Chatu Avenue, Faizabad. For prayer and counseling, call anytime. Telephone numbers 770-1044, 225-6487, 346-6566, 784-7596, or email dmahadeo@hotmail.com.
Welcome to Alicia's Palace, your blissful getaway to absolute comfort. Beautifully nestled in the scenic St. Anne's Hills, paradise awaits every time you visit. Bring the family to enjoy the lush, eco-friendly ambiance and let Alicia's be your host. Indulge in tasty cuisine, swim in the pool, and stay in the spacious rooms at Alicia's Palace. Host your business meetings at their conference center, 1 3/4 mile post, Lady Chancellor Road, St. Anne's. Call 624-8553. Email info@aliciaspalace.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Real Talk. I'm your host, Saeed Ali, spiritual consultant and real estate businessman. I want to say a pleasant good night to Salma P. Joe. Salam to you, watching from Toronto. Hayden Phillip from Miami. Oh, and my good friends. Onilla, good night to you. From Trinidad to St. Vincent. Ladies and gentlemen, on the streets of San Fernando today, big commotion. When police come for you, don't run. I've been saying that. Stand up and take it like a man. Look at this video clip, ladies and gentlemen, that was sent to me. Ladies, this is in San Fernando. This is in San Fernando. The police come for the individual. They came for the individual. But you want to run and you want to retaliate. Look at what's taking place. The bandit doing their work and the police doing their work. When the police come for you, you want to retaliate. You want to retaliate. Don't resist arrest. If you commit a crime, stand up and take it. Look, watch. Look at him. Fighting off the police. And you want to run. They're doing their job. You have a call? Call her good night. Call her. The police doing their work. But you are resisting. Don't resist. Stand up. If you want to rob people and they come for you, stand up and take it like man. I ain't no robbery thing, you know. So that's why I'm talking like that. Who vex loss? Look how the man gets it on now. Look how the man gets it on now. And you're running from police. What about if they shot him in his leg now? You're going to say police fire. That's the first thing I'll ever talk. But tonight I want to big up those officers and them who are executing their job very well. Some might say talking foolishness. But I'm showing all you. I'm showing all you where they resisting arrest. When they get additional charges and they look for it, who you blaming the police? Don't blame the police. Tonight I'm praising them. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Real Talk. I'm your host, Saeed Ali, spiritual consultant and real estate businessman. If you have properties to sell or looking for property to buy, you can contact me. My number is on screen. Businessman, businesswoman, if you want to advertise on Real Talk, just call me. I know how to make things happen for you. God didn't just bless me with spiritual gift for nothing, you know. So this is Real Talk. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a rerun of this program tomorrow. What time, Director? 3 o'clock tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen, a rerun of this program. Join 3:30 tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. Just a correction there. Tune in to me tomorrow night. Saeed Ali, Real Talk, right here on Synergy TV from 7:30 to 8:30. Good night and be safe, ladies and gentlemen.